House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer has really been wanting to question Hunter Biden. Now, well, looks like he's going to get his wish. Biden's attorney, Abbe Lowell, responded to a subpoena from Comer, which said, "Mr. Chairman, we take you up on your offer. Accordingly, our client will get right to it by agreeing to answer any pertinent and relevant question you or your colleagues might have." Well, look at that. It looks as though Hunter Biden is going to finally be questioned in front of the American people. Oh, wait, that's right. Turns out the subpoena wanted it closed door. Now, Biden agreed to do this, but he wants to do it public, in front of the American people. In fact, here's what Lowell's letter said. Rather than subscribing to your cloaked, one-sided process, he will appear at a public oversight and accountability committee hearing. A public proceeding would prevent selective leaks, manipulated transcripts, doctored exhibits, or one-sided press statements. Oh, why would he need to do that? Would Republicans ever do anything like that? Yes, the answer is yes. So it's a boss move, pretty easy move, considering, of course, how there's any evidence the president took bribes through Hunter Biden's businesses, so they have nothing, which is why in the aforementioned letter, you had all of those things where, he's saying, well, if we do it in public, then you won't be able to do all this other stuff. In fact, Lowell also pointed out that your empty investigation has gone on for too long, wasting many better used resources. It should come to an end. From all the individuals who have requested depositions or interviews, all you will learn is that your accusations are baseless. However, the American people should see that for himself or for themselves. So now, look, I finally, Hunter Biden's coming out swinging. The right has went after him, made fun of his struggles, with addiction, spread revenge porn of him all over the internet, all in an effort to go after his dad. And that's what it's about. Now, do I have issues with Joe Biden and some of his policies? Yeah, I do, especially on Israel. The Intercept recently reported over the weekend that Biden requested that Congress lift most of the restrictions on Israel's access to a U.S. stockpile of weapons in the country. The request, among other things, would remove a requirement that Israel only use surplus or obsolete weapons, and it eliminates a cap on how much the U.S. can spend resupplying the stash of weapons. So, in my view, unlimited weapons to Israel, not good. But that's a disagreement on hard policy. When it comes to Joe Biden, the human being, look, he seems like he's a good dad who cares about his son and has supported him through pretty tough times. Okay? Now, Republicans, what makes this gross is that Republicans have been using his son and his troubles to attack Joe Biden. Speaking of the White House, by the way, according to Politico, some of the White House staff are irritated that he's being more aggressive, Hunter, because he is not clearing the tactics and the strategy. Some also worry that Hunter's new strategy will bring more public attention to his legal and personal struggles, none of which have anything to do with his dad. Does Hunter Biden have problems? Yes, he does. He's facing gun charges, specifically lying on an application to get a gun, facing charges of tax evasion. And look, I'm not saying that because Hunter Biden is a Biden that he can't be held liable for breaking the law. No, the laws exist. That's why we have laws. And if he broke them, he should go to trial and not get special treatment. One way or the other. Whatever way, right? So and what do I mean by that is he shouldn't get treated easier or more harsh. Now, unfortunately, what you have is a situation where Biden is actually being treated more harshly as a result of being a Biden. I know. Look, if you want to enforce the laws, that's great. I agree with that. President's son or not, please hold him accountable. But what you have here is, again, examples of Hunter Biden being subjected to harsher treatments than average people because he is a Biden. Look, Hunter's legal issues, by the way, are completely separate from what Comer actually wants him to testify about. And he knows it. So, you know what? I think it's great that he finally chooses to fight back on this. Politico notes that there are others in the White House who also think it's time to fight back. For this camp, they say, there was something to learn from Trump's scandal playbook. It pays to talk loud, move fast, and punch hard. The American people likes to see people fight back, said Jamal Simmons, a former communications director for Vice President Kamala Harris. People who fight for themselves tend to get the benefit of the doubt from the public, and I actually think that probably does help the president in the long run. Look, I don't care about helping the president, okay, in this, because it shouldn't be about Joe Biden, okay? Unfortunately, this has been made about Joe Biden, but what it should be about is fighting back against the nonstop lies and conspiracy theories spread by the right wing, who, again, is only doing this for a couple of reasons. For one, of course, to attack their political enemy so that they don't win re-election, but also to try to take heat off Donald Trump, who is facing his own legal issues.